Hey, mermaids, it's Kelly here from Mermaid Surf School. I am so stoked to share week number 2 of our 6-week surf-based yoga series to help us build more strength, flexibility, and mobility in our bodies so we can feel better the next time we get out in the waves. This is an all levels flow, focusing on building a strong foundation through our Warrior series. I invite you to get on your mat at least 3 times this week for this 30-minute flow. It doesn't matter if you surf every day, you're taking the winter off, or maybe you're just gearing up to get ready to learn how to surf. This will help you build a strong foundation so you can feel better in your body, in your mind, and in your heart when you're in and out of the waves. So let's dive in. Let's begin by finding a nice, comfortable position laying down on our backs. Take a moment to settle in and arrive for this practice. Allow your arms to rest down by your sides. Gently close your eyes and just begin to notice your breath flowing in and out of your body. With each inhale, I invite you to imagine an ocean wave filling your entire body with anything you need for this practice and anything you need for this day. And with each exhale, imagine that same ocean wave releasing back out to sea, taking with it anything you're willing to let go of and release throughout this practice. As you inhale, imagine that ocean wave rolling over your feet, your legs, filling your belly, your lungs, your heart, filling your mind with whatever you need today. And as you exhale, watching that ocean wave flow down through your mind, your throat, your heart, releasing through your lungs and your belly, washing over your legs and over your feet, carrying with it anything you're willing to let go of as it flows back out to the sea. Begin to breathe at your own pace as you watch these rejuvenating ocean waves flow in and out of your body. Allow this rhythmic breathing to guide you through your practice. And with your eyes still closed, reach your arms up overhead for a full body stretch. Guide your toes towards the bottom of your mat and breathe deeply into your heart space. Bend through your knees and hug them into your chest. And as you give yourself a big squeeze, send yourself some love for showing up on your mat to take care of yourself today. Slowly begin to release your legs back down to your mat as your arms reach up overhead for a full body stretch. Guide your feet to the bottom left-hand corner of your mat. Guide your arms to the left top corner of your mat, coming into a crescent moon shape and breathing deeply into your side body. If you'd like to go more deeply into the stretch, guide your right ankle over the left and allow your right hand to grab the right wrist. Releasing back through center, guiding your feet to the bottom right hand corner of your mat. Allow your arms to flow to the right top corner of your mat, coming into a crescent shape on the opposite side. Allow your breath to guide you more deeply into this posture. Maybe crossing the left ankle over the right. Maybe the right hand grabs the left wrist to guide you even deeper. Coming back through center, hugging both knees into the chest. Draw the forehead towards your knees and give yourself a big squeeze. Releasing back down to your mat for a full body stretch. Hugging the right knee in towards the chest. Invite some small movements into your hip, finding some small hip circles. Drawing the knee towards the right armpit, whatever feels good in your body today. When you're ready, using the left hand to guide your right knee across your body into a spinal twist. The right arm can extend out towards the right side of your mat as your gaze follows. With each inhale, finding length through the spine, and as you exhale, twisting more deeply into this posture, allowing your breath to guide you. Releasing back through center, extending the right knee back to the mat, and switching sides, hugging the left knee in towards your chest, finding small movements through the hip, finding small hip circles or guiding the knee towards the left armpit. And when you're ready, using the right hand to guide the left knee across your body into a spinal twist. Taking your time to arrive there. The left arm extends out to the left side of your mat and your gaze follows. As you inhale, finding length through the spine, and as you exhale, releasing more deeply into this twist. Allow your breath to guide you. Releasing back through center, extend the left leg back down to your mat. Arms reach up overhead for a full body stretch. Release the arms down by your side. Begin to bend through the knees and walk the soles of your feet toward your bottom. Press into your forearms, lift your chest, and gently begin to sway your knees side to side, pulling your shoulders back and opening through the heart, finding a nice release through your lower back. Press into your palms, lift your chest, pull your shoulders back, and gently begin to sway your knees side to side, this time gazing and twisting your upper body in the opposite direction that your knees flow. Allow your breath to guide each movement, flowing at your own pace, maybe even pausing in a particular posture, whatever feels good in your body. Can you listen to what you need and give your body the love and attention it deserves? And whenever you're ready, arrive back through center. Allow the knees to open wide, bringing the soles of the feet together, finding a nice tall spine, resting the forearms on the shins. And if it's available in your body, gently beginning to lean forward in this butterfly position, honoring what your body needs and releasing any expectations you may be holding on to. Coming back to an upright position, crossing the legs in a comfortable seated posture, finding a nice tall spine, and gently beginning to walk your fingertips towards the top of your mat. As you breathe through the back of the body, walking your fingers further forwards, slowly walking your hands back towards your body, coming into our upper body heart opening circles, moving your torso in any way that feels good for you, allowing your breath to guide you, pausing in any particular position that your body needs. Arriving back through center, change the way that your legs are crossed, putting the opposite foot on top. Slowly begin to fold forwards, walking your fingertips towards the top of your mat and breathing through your back body. Begin to walk your hands back towards your body, coming to an upright position, and then finding your opening heart circles in the opposite direction, listening to what your body needs, allowing your breath to guide every movement, maybe even pausing anywhere that feels right in your body today. Moving slowly, moving with intention, connecting with the mind and the body and the breath. We'll arrive together back through center, uncrossing the legs, rolling over the shins, and coming into a tabletop position, spreading all 10 fingers wide directly under the shoulders, pressing into the tops of your feet, pressing into your shins, and taking a moment to arrive. Enjoy a few breaths of free movements here, doing whatever feels good in your body before we send our hips back and arrive in our first child's pose. Opening the knees wide, walking the fingertips towards the top of your mat, sending your hips back and drawing your heart towards the earth beneath you. Breathing through the back body, begin to walk your hands towards the left top corner of your mat, sending your hips back, finding a nice deep stretch through the side body. Walking your hands to the right top corner of your mat as you send your hips back and breathe through your side body. Walking your hands back through center and then coming back up into a tabletop position. Flowing through a few rounds of cat and cow, allowing your breath to guide you as your heart and gaze lifts, and as you round through your spine, gazing between the legs. Only moving in a way that best serves you through this practice, maybe barreling through the torso, allowing your breath to guide each movement. Arrive back through a neutral tabletop. Send your hips back to child's pose. And then we'll begin to flow forwards as we press into our knees, lower our chest and our chin, and come into a low cobra posture. Sending the hips back, arriving in child's pose. Flowing forwards once more into our low cobra posture, lifting our hearts, sending the hips back to child's pose, flowing forwards, arriving in a low cobra, or maybe coming into an upward dog, extending through the arms, lifting the chest, the gaze follows, remembering to breathe, sending the hips back to child's pose. We'll flow forward once more, and this time we'll pause in our low cobra or our upward dog and gaze over the left shoulder, and then slowly gaze over the right shoulder. Gaze over the left shoulder, remembering to breathe, and then slowly gazing over the right shoulder, releasing any tension in the body. Come back through neutral, send the hips back to child's pose. And this time we'll flow forwards and arrive on our bellies, allowing the right cheek to rest on the mat as we extend our right arm out in a T-shaped position to the right side of our mat. Press through the left palm and bend through the left knee. Gently guiding the left heel across the back of the body towards the right edge of your yoga mat. When you're ready, slowly releasing your leg back down to the mat, switching sides, extending the left arm out to the left side of your mat as your left cheek rests on your mat, pressing into your right hand, bending through the right knee, and guiding your right heel across the back of your body for a twist. Allowing your breath to release any tension or tightness in your body and allowing gravity to do the work here. Slowly releasing back through center, allowing the right leg to arrive back on the mat. Releasing your arms, allowing your hands to rest under your forehead, bending through both knees and allowing your feet to sway side to side as you windshield wiper your legs and release through your lower back. Remembering to breathe, seeing where you can release any tension or tightness in the body. Releasing your legs back down to the mat, curling into your toes, placing the palms under the shoulders, extending through the arms, coming to an upward dog, opening the heart, and slowly sending your hips back to a tabletop and then a child's pose, breathing through the back of the body. Begin to spread all 10 fingers wide, curl the toes under, and send your hips high for a downward facing dog. Pedal out through the legs as you bend through one knee at a time and gaze between the legs. Press into your left foot and lift the right leg high, bending through the knee and guiding your heel to the opposite glute. Flowing into some opening hip circles, moving in any way that feels good in your body. However you move, allow your breath to guide you. Extend through the right leg and step forwards, bringing your right foot in between your palms, arriving in a low lunge. As your heart shines forward, press into your left palm and begin to lift your right arm towards the sky, coming into a strong spinal twist, remembering to breathe and soften through this posture. Releasing the right palm back down to the earth, pressing strong into the legs, lifting the chest, arms reach up overhead as we arrive in our crescent warrior and cactus through our arms. Unplug the back foot and arrive in a warrior two, bending through the front knee at a 90-degree angle. Arms extend wide as we gaze over our front fingertips, breathing deeply and beginning to reach forwards. Slowly beginning to reach back. The next time you reach forward, bending through your right elbow, bring it to the top of your right thigh, arriving in an extended side angle posture. Extend the left arm high to the sky and come into any variation of this posture that best serves you. We'll begin to flow back through warrior two, bringing the left hand to the back of the left leg and reversing your warrior, breathing through the side body. Slowly releasing back through your warrior two, extending through the front leg, reaching forwards, guiding your right hand to the right shin as your left arm reaches high to the sky. Soften through your front knee as you arrive in your triangle pose, keeping your shoulders and hips in the same plane. Slowly releasing both hands to frame your front foot, folding over your front leg. Breathing through the back body, breathing through the back leg. Begin to walk your hands to the left edge of your mat as your toes follow, arriving in a wide-legged forward fold, bringing hands to opposite elbows, allowing the crown of your head to hang heavy as you sway side to side. Release your hands to the mat, walk them towards your left foot as you deeply bend into your left knee. Slowly walk your hands towards your right foot and bend into the right knee, flowing back towards the left side, and then flowing back to the right as you bend through the right knee. Maybe this time releasing the hands for an added challenge, flowing back to the left side with the option to release the hands. And then flowing through center, begin to inch your feet just a little bit closer together. Walk your hands to frame your front foot as both feet unplug to face the top of your mat, and you step your back foot up 6 inches and fold over your front leg. Bring both feet together in a forward fold, bend through the knees, bring hands to opposite elbows, and gently sway side to side in your forward fold, remembering to breathe. Release your hands and step your feet as wide as your mat, bending deeply through your knees, lifting your chest, and allowing your elbows to press into the insides of your thighs, pulling the shoulders back and opening your heart, beginning to open through the hips. Release your hands back down to the mat, arriving in a forward fold. Slowly walking your hands up your body, arms reach up overhead, full body stretch, and bring your hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in a moment of gratitude, releasing the arms, walking to the top of your mat and simply turning around facing in the opposite direction. Arms reach up overhead, forward fold, hands extend down to the mat, and slowly walk your way to a plank position. Lower your knees, chest, and chin, arriving in a low cobra, pressing through the palms and extending through an upward dog, gazing over the left shoulder, and then gazing over the right shoulder. Flowing through center, opening through the heart and gazing through over the left shoulder, and then gazing over the right shoulder. Flowing back through center, sending the hips back to child's pose, breathing through the back of the body. Walking the fingertips towards the top of the mat as you send your hips back. Reconnecting to our ocean wave breaths as they flow in and out of our beautiful body. Begin to spread all 10 fingers wide, curl the toes under, send the hips high as we arrive in a downward facing dog, pedaling out through the feet as you bend through one knee at a time. Press through the right leg, extend the left leg high to the sky. Bend through the left knee, drawing your left heel towards the opposite glute as you open through the hip, coming into opening hip circles in any way that feels good in your body. Extending through the left leg and stepping the left foot in between the palms, arriving in a low lunge. Begin to press through the right palm. The left arm reaches high to the sky as the gaze follows, coming into a spinal twist. Remembering to breathe and soften through the body, releasing the left arm back down to frame the front foot, pressing through both legs as we lift our arms and chest, cactusing through the arms and our crescent warrior as our heart shines forward. Unplugging through the back foot, arriving in our strong warrior two posture, bending through the front knee, arms extend wide as our gaze flows over our front hand, keeping the shoulders in line with the hips, remembering to soften, remembering to breathe. Slowly flow forwards, flow and reach back, flow forwards once more, flowing backwards. The next time you reach forward, bend through the left elbow and bring it to the top of the left thigh, coming into an extended side angle. Working into any variation of this posture that feels best in your body. Remembering to breathe through the side body wherever you land. Releasing the right arm, letting it extend overhead towards the top of your mat. Breathing through the side body. Coming back through a neutral warrior two posture. Setting up to reverse your warrior. The right hand comes to the back of the right leg. The left arm reaches overhead as we reach backwards. Flowing back through warrior two, extending through the front leg. The left hand meets the left shin. The right arm reaches high to the sky, coming into our triangle posture. Softening through the front knee, keeping the shoulders and hips in the same plane, and remembering to soften and breathe through the body. Release both hands to frame the front foot, unplug the back foot, and fold deeply over your left leg, remembering to breathe through your back body. Slowly begin to walk your hands and toes to face the right edge of your mat, arriving in a forward fold, bringing hands to opposite elbows, allowing the crown of the head to hang heavy as you sway side to side. Release your arms and walk your hands to the left foot. Your right hand will hold the left foot as your left arm reaches high to the sky and your gaze follows for a spinal twist. Releasing, walking the hands towards your right foot. The left hand will hold on to the right foot as your right arm reaches high to the sky and your gaze follows. Releasing the arms back through center and your wide-legged forward fold. The crown of the head hangs heavy. Walk your hands to frame your left leg, unplugging the back foot. Stepping the back foot up about 6 inches as you deeply fold over your left leg and breathe through your back body. Step both feet together in a forward fold. Bring hands to opposite elbows and gently sway side to side. Release the hands, stepping your feet as wide as your mat, lowering the hips as you bend through your knees, bringing hands together at heart to center, and pressing your elbows to the insides of your thighs as you pull your shoulders back and open your heart forwards. Releasing the hands back to the mat, arriving in one more forward fold before you slowly walk your hands all the way up your body, reaching overhead for a full body stretch, and then gently releasing the arms. Reach your arms behind your back as your hands grab onto the opposite forearm or elbow, pulling the shoulders back, opening through the chest and the heart, and remembering to breathe. Release the arms, shake it all out, sway side to side, and let it go. Reach the arms behind the back, this time crossing the opposite arm on top as you reach for the opposite forearm or elbow. Pulling the shoulders back, opening through the heart, and remembering to breathe deeply. Release your arms, shake it all out, sway side to side with your empty coat sleeves and let it all go. Reach the arms up overhead for a full body stretch. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a moment of gratitude. Thank you for coming to flow with me today, ladies. Namaste. Congratulations on completing this strong warrior flow. Every time you show up for yourself on your mat, you're going to feel even better the next time you paddle out and get back on your surfboard. So keep showing up. I encourage you to flow through this practice at least 3 times this week to start to build a really strong foundation for what's to come next during this 6-week surf-based yoga series. I'd also love to invite you to join our free Mermaid Surf Club group chat if you haven't already joined. This is just a great way to get connected with some other women who simply just love surfing and who are flowing through this 6-week series as well. So head on over to mermaidsurf.com, click on the clubs tab, and join us so you can stay connected and stay stoked.